Before the program, I had that place on the inside that was hidden, and I experienced a lot of anxiety that would happen from triggers. And what would happen is, especially when we would travel because of ministry out of the country, I guess all my comfort zones were taken away, so it would cause all kinds of fear and anxiety, but with tons of emotion that you cannot control. The way I explained it to my husband, it's like if you're about to get hit by a car and someone says, don't be upset with that, but you see a car coming towards you, you can't control it. And that's how I felt. I couldn't control it. I couldn't say, well, this is a dumb thing to think. It doesn't make sense. Those emotions, once they took over, they were there, that anxiety and that worry. And so I would just, there would be things I do on the outside that nobody would probably notice very much, like I kind of get quiet or to myself or go, just kind of get to myself because it was that place that I just thought I'd live with it all my life. And I did realize, though, that I felt like it was from things that had happened a long time ago, trauma. And I was really feeling the emotions from my old trauma. And I felt like that they didn't have to have a hold on me, and that with what I saw, with the door being open for me to be able to walk through a path that might bring healing, it was worth even the anxiety that brought. The anxiety of, what if it doesn't work? What if you go through the whole thing and it doesn't work? See, those are the lies. That's what I started realizing, that those voices that come in your head that say stuff like that, those are the lies. Those are the things you have to pull down and not listen to. And I had them. What if it doesn't work? Sitting. What if they're gonna know you for the person you really are, that hidden person. And these people think you're some big Christian. Hey, I am a big Christian. I have faith and I love God and I walk with God. But I also have this little issue that's a big issue. So determining to turn off those voices when I made that step onto this pathway, and not thinking those voices were going to be gone, because they weren't. But they did disappear once I started the healing process of the coaching and realizing the lies that I'd believed all these years. So after about 3 weeks, never had an episode after. So it's been 3 months. But after 3 weeks, I could tell I was changing on the inside by the things that was happening with the coaching. And I would go, I believed that lie. And things would come up out of the blue. Out of the blue, something would be said, and I would think, that's something I've believed for a long time. And those things started just, once I started tearing those things down, and I would just bring them before the Lord and pray about it and go, forgive me, I've believed this and I've spoke it and I've thought it, and I don't want to have anything to do with it anymore. And then it would be gone. And it didn't come back. The first day I came here was horrible. I sat in the car and I thought, you don't have to do this. You can just run. But I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. And really, I feel like all the work was done within maybe even the first 3 weeks. It was crazy. So I don't even know how often I experience those attacks. I call them panic, anxiety, fear attacks, where your mind is going crazy. What if this? What if that? I would say on a monthly basis, and especially if I was doing something that took me away from home, like when we would travel for ministry, that seemed to bring it on. And so I just threw myself in it with all the fear and anxiety and said, God, I really think you've opened this door. So a couple of weeks with beginning the coaching, we had planned a trip to an international trip. Now that's always a trigger, always. But I'm called to do that, and I'll deal with the anxiety and get over it, and it'll be okay. So I went on this trip. It was a 2-week, pretty extensive trip also, and not one episode at all. At all. Not even really even thoughts. And you know, when you're on a trip like that, you're so busy, you don't have time to really comprehend all that. But I got home and I'm like, wow, that was really different. I didn't really experience what I would normally have to go through in a situation like that. So I got home, and as the weeks clicked, I'm thinking, I have not had one episode. One thing that I did notice is I had a small little voice way out there that would try to tell me things, that would say this and this and this could happen. But it was way out there. And the emotions never came with it, is what was crazy. No emotions, no fear. My heart's not beating real fast. The emotions never came with it. But the only thing that I did have during that time was that little voice sometimes would pop up, and I'd go, no. I'm not going to think about that. That is not a part of me. You're a lie. And it would just go away. So it was almost like way out there somewhere. So I just realized that also continue to go through the coaching for a couple of months. And through that, it's been about 3 months with circumstances that's been happening, you know, here at home and things, and you travel or you do things. So it's been, I think, about 3 months since it started. And I've not had one episode. Not one. And it's awesome. Yeah.